this putt to move into a tie for third. Tracking. Ooh, right by the hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. Trying to save par here.
It's on a great line. That gets the job done. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. We've reached the 8th hole. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195. All right, he's going with a little extra club. Gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. And that's for birdie. Well holed. I will take that also into the top 5 now. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Oh, that was pure. And he's down there.
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Opting for the 5-iron. Okay, that'll work. Oh, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of 3rd spot.
looking great now.
Oh, that's a ripper. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Yeah, they're playing well right now. They're inside the top 10, and they're looking to continue that move up the leaderboard.
Let's see what happens here at the 10th hole. This one should find the rough. Sitting at 4 under for the day, currently tied for 3rd. Well played, mate. And this putt to move into a share of first place.
Surely it's going to.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under. And that makes him tied for 1st.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one heading towards the green. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will move him to 6 under par. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we? Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Unable to find the green on this one.
A bit short with that effort.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Solid little par putt here.
Yeah, nicely holed. Leading by a shot after that hole. Well, 13th. That's unlucky for some, Rich. That's heading for the fairway. This shot from around 210 yards. Currently in the lead by a shot. Going with the 5-wood.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. close was that to going down? Lining up the birdie putt here.
Looking good so far.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Time for the second shot at the 14th. Opting for the 5-wood.
4 right.
Getting ready to play their third. He leads the field by a stroke. A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
Looking really good.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here.
Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
1 win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today. And here we are with the third shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. That's some good golf right there. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Just didn't drop. 7 feet to the cup. Nicely holed and for par.
Yeah, with just a slim lead coming down that stretch, anything can happen.
It's time for a 1-shotter. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. Putting for birdie. Oh, just missed. Just a 4-footer remaining. For the par. Currently 7 under for the round. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Standing on this par 4 and leading. What's the strategy? What's going on through their mind? Attack it or lay back?
Tee shot is looking good here. Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
Nearly finding the dance floor there, Luke, off the tee. Great stuff.
Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Judging it beautifully.
And that's 8 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4. Oh, this one looks to be heading down the runway. Oh, what a shot by our leader.
That drive was simply astonishing.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. And this putt for the tournament. It's half a chance of being... Hold it. That's another victory. Hats off to them.
If one is good, 2 is twice as nice, isn't it? 2 wins on the season for this player. Awesome stuff.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be with you guys. Now this group will be one to watch today. Lots of chatter on social media leading up to this pairing. We have a rookie on tour who has set very specific goals for themselves, and their first one is to beat their playing partner this week.
Love it, Henny. This will make for an extra layer of excitement. It always adds a bit more drama to an event when we can follow a competition within a competition. Can't wait to see what happens in our featured group throughout this tournament.
Nicely done.
Time for the second shot into the first. This one might just sneak off the fairway. Getting ready to play their third. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Okay, steady now. A par putt awaits. So it'll be a par to start their round.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
One of our on-course reporters, John McCarthy, has been out surveying the scene here in preparation for today's broadcast. John, what are some of the things the players will be looking out for today at Craggy Heights?
Well, Luke, I think one of the first things the players are going to be looking at is really, literally, the shapes of these fairways. They are laid out in a way that often there are little pockets of fairway that the players can hit to. And if they do end up safe, they can really open up options on their approach shots, but they're going to have to be confident in their swing to reap those rewards. Another thing to watch for are holes like the fifth, where the fairway narrows significantly the further out you hit your tee shot. There's also holes like the par 4 17th, where you can drive the green, yes, but there is a lot of danger in the form of water and sand around the green to contend with. So it's very much a risk-reward course. Can't wait to just sit back and watch how these professionals take this course on. Should be a fun week here at Craggy Heights.
Teeing off here at the third hole.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
Going with the 6-iron here.
They've decided to club up.
Not bad. This putt is about 17 feet long.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Be the ball, Danny. No. And that will drop in for a birdie.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Currently a couple under for the round.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Great rhythm on that swing. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. And he's down there. You got a read?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
That's frustrating. An opportunity to make a par here. Ooh. Just a short putt remaining here. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum. Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Ricky Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person, but I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Ricky Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has. And whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging. He's affable. He looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
Wow, what a save.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test. That's a good stock shot, the fade, isn't it? That should find the fairway. And that's the line in the sand. This is beautiful to watch.
Yes, fantastic stuff. Got to say, well done. Birdie guaranteed. Thank you.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies. I will take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. Currently 4 under for the round.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Well, they've got their eye locked in. Look at that approach shot against Ricky Fowler as well.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Surely it's going to.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, what a shot from the bunker. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now.
Pretty good shot there.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here, is currently tied for the lead. Opting for the hybrid, I think. That one should find the surface. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie.
Don't know about you, Rich, but I'm getting my palms sweaty in the booth just thinking about this player's position with 9 to play.
Well, keep your hands to yourself. But yes, this player is definitely dialed in at the moment.
That's a bit out of shape. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the first cut.
Oh, this would be handy if he could bounce right.
What an escape artist. That was a horrible lie.
Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Great touch.
This putt to get to 7 under the card.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
That was a gallant attempt. This is a par putt. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And back to the course with the live action. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. And a par putt awaits him.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Oh, Rich loves standing on this 12th tee here, a par 5. You're always thinking birdie or perhaps better. Take us through it.
At 555 yards, Luke, there still is a decision to be made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side, or do they just go ahead and lay it up to the left and make it a 3-shotter? The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening, and from there, they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill. A little pond over on the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance, but all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5. Birdies are in order.
Chance to move to 8 under here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
This one's tracking.
Yes, they've made it. And that will take him to 7 under. Currently in first position. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie. A great opportunity to build on that momentum. Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. Now let's switch our focus to Ricky Fowler.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's get back to it, shall we? This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. He leads the field by a stroke. Going with the 7. Needs this one to kick right. Not a bad play, that one.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Go to your home ball. Go to your home. Putting for a par now. Job done. Let's head to the next. Now leading by one shot. Let's head to this lengthy par 4. Good shot there, Beamer. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Choosing the 9-iron here. This one is right down the pipe. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
Little birdie look in here.
Nice stroke. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And that will take him to 8 under. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Opting for the 6-iron. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Putting for birdie here. Good stroke. Oh, that's some handy golf. What a time to make back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Here we have a par 5. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Why don't we catch up with Ricky Fowler? Oh, that's a bonus.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
And 11 under in front of the player with this putt. That's inside the range. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. I love seeing stuff like that.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on. Love it.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Starting to look really good.
Let's return to live play now. Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Well, that's huge momentum they're bringing to this hole. Coming off the eagle. Time to hit another good drive. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. That is one of the best shots you will see.
Almost a gimme birdie there, Luke. Fantastic.
All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the... Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back nine, but they were able to pull out the win. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I got to say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
And this week, Henny, they're looking to beat Harold Varner III. It should be an exciting and entertaining duel.
Absolutely, Luke. Harold Varner III is one of the most charismatic, talkative and highly skilled players out there on tour. He'll either cut you down with his game or his slick talking. You better be on your guard.
Yes, he's got a sharp tongue and a clever game. Let's see how HV3 goes up against this player in this rivalry. Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4, has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provide some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Here's HV3. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Here we are at the 3rd. Well, Rich, that's a shot they'd like to have back again for sure. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
And this one is for his par. Looking good. Well, what about that, Rich? A great display of resilience.
Absolutely. In the bunker off the tee, getting that one, that is a Brucey bonus.
Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, and that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Here's Harold Varner III. This one looks to be slightly offline here. Oh, my. How about that for a par?
Oh, beautiful little pitch shot down the hill. Thank you. Gets it to go. Great shot.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Oh, how about that one? And that will take him to 3 under. He's currently sitting in 3rd. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Well, let's see if they can roll off that birdie at the last. Lovely momentum here. Beautiful swing there. The history of golf has been littered with some great characters for the modern game. Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind, with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. And this putt to move them into a tie for second. I don't mind the look of this. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Nice birdie back there. On to the next. Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
It looks like they have a good lie here in the sand.
Nicely done. And this putt will take them to 5 under par.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
How good would that have been if it had dropped? Putting for a par here. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. This should play. Oh, good shot that. Right inside the range.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Okay, time to return to the action. Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard. Wow, steady on there. And this from the greenside rough. Ooh, that almost went down. Putting now for a bogey. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival Harold Varner III has a worthy competitor this week.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. It's on a good line. That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. This player's got some lovely momentum coming off a birdie at the last. Lovely effort, that. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Opting for the 5-iron. And he's holed it. What a shot. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Well, that's certainly worth another look.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event. I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, this player's pretty much come out of nowhere, crept in the lead ever so quietly. I'm interested to see how they perform over this final 9 holes and see if they can keep it up for the rest of the tournament.
Ooh, bold play here. Going with the Chief off the tee.
Feeling good about their game right now, Luke, coming off an eagle at the last.
Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Nicely done. Sitting at 6 under. Currently in top spot. And here we are with their 4th. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Oh, nice looking putt. That's well holed. Now 2 shots up after that one. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Here we have the second shot into the 11th.
Going for less club here.
Oh, that's a great shot and a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This one will run uphill.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
Luke, this player coming off a birdie on the last hole, getting some momentum going their direction.
That's not the shot they're after.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
An important par save.
I like the look of this. And in she goes. That's a good save.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
Is tracking.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up.
Before this putt was hit, they looked their playing partner in the eye and gave a signal. That was mean, but fair.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. Henny, what's the player facing here?
And from around 135 yards.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Yep, this is lovely.
Oh, that's a great approach shot. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
This is on a great line.
Ooh, right by the hole. An opportunity to make their par. As they say, drive for show, putt for dough. That'll cost you. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick. This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And that will take him to 7 under. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm in second. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Going and going and going.
The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number 1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. This is their 5th shot. And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in 2nd place.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Club up. I like this play.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Oh, get in. And down it goes. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm in 2nd.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
You like that, didn't you? Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa from moments ago. Let's recap this long-range effort. Wonderful effort. Playing this shot from about 210 yards out. Going with the 5-wood. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
This one's dialed in. Oh, so close. And this putt coming up for his par. And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in second place. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, come on. This would be a good one to hole. A chip for the tournament. Just didn't drop. Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. Well, Rich, I'm in awe. Just how well are they playing?
Second win of the season. Playing awfully well at the moment. Let's see if they can keep up this good run of form.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
No kidding, Henny. This player, he seems to have picked out Bubba Watson as the man to beat. That's ambitious.
Luke, you know when you think that you've got a player on the ropes, maybe they're in the middle of the trees, in the middle of a bunker, and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba, every single time. He's that player.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
This putt was about 8 feet. Ouch, that hurts. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take one club less into this green as it will release down the slope. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
And here we are with the third shot. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Good putt that. So no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. The third hole at TPC Summerlin is a very strong par 4, measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. Taking aim from about 170 yards. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Oh, terrific approach. And a chance for birdie here at the third. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here. This is their look at birdie. Rolling end to end, this is looking nice.
That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. Getting ready to play their third. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. The fourth at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4, measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole, just be accurate on approach. Handy effort, that one. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. Hey, that's a chance. A well holed, he'll take the birdie. That's a good way to move into the top 10. Currently 1 under for the day. The fifth at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole, ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Going with the 6-iron here. This one needs to kick left. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 2 under. He finds himself in a share of 4th. The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. Most golfers these days, Rich, are quite generic style players. It's that hit it as far as you can, knock it on the green, try and hold some putts. But with Bubba Watson, we just got the artist back in the game, didn't we? We had someone who was prepared to do whatever it needed to be to get that ball in the hole. He's just astonishing to watch.
You know, to me, Luke, I think Bubba was born in the wrong era. I think he would have been better served with persimmon woods, balata golf balls, and blades, and I think that he would be an even bigger impact on the game than he currently is, if that's even possible. I watch what he does with the modern equipment, and it's mind-blowing. He's one of the few players, Luke, that I will actually go in the driving range and watch hit golf shots because it is so fun to watch him aim 30 yards left and just try and hit these big sweeping hooks and fades and I mean, it's just unbelievable what he can do with the golf ball. His eye-hand coordination is simply the best in the game.
Going with the 5-iron here. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
And back to the play, shall we?
Nice out the rough here.
And here we are with the third shot. He shares top spot. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
It's looking solid.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3, playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Going with a 3-wood here. This one looks like it's going right. This would be a great up and down. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Looking really good, this one. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And now at 3 under overall. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Opting for the 3-wood. A big bold play, and it almost paid off. Close to the surface. Let's see if they can get it up and down.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
"13 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
Well, that's a nice line. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will take him to 4 under. Well, a lovely position for this player, Rich. Tied for the lead as they make the turn.
Well, this is what you practice for, isn't it? You want to be in the lead, up near the lead, going into the final 9 holes of an event to see if you can win it. Let's see how well they've practiced and if it can pay off.
Around 110 yards to go. He's currently tied for the lead.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green. Oh, absolutely flushed. From around 140 yards here, currently in the lead by a shot. Going with the 8-iron here. Yeah, that one's looking good. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Oh, nice putt to make for a birdie. And that will take him to 6 under. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that, the 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water. It starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. We need this one to bounce right. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup.
Oh, that's frustrating. 7 feet to the cup. Oh, what a stroke. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Currently 6 under for the round. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to 3-putt it. Be careful on approach. 2 wins so far this season. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Getting ready to play their third. Currently tied for the lead. And hitting yet another green here in regulation. 6 feet remaining to the cup. That's pretty tidy. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Playing their 5th shot. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. He's currently tied for first. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3 playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. Going with the 7. That should find the surface. This putt coming up is for birdie.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Beautiful shot.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. The 15th at TPC Sutherland is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. That's a good looking shot there. This putt to get to 10 under par.
Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle. This really looks good.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
From the sand, are they able to get up and down? Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Leading by 3 strokes now.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
The 16th at TPC Sutherland is another one of those great scoring holes en route to the finish. A par 5 playing 560 yards. A well-struck drive up the right half here gives you a chance to get at this green in 2. If you are going for the green, make sure you got enough club because that huge penalty area in front of it will ruin any score. Be careful going through the green here as well because getting down from over the back is not that easy. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
It was on a good line. 7 feet to the cup.
Better than most.
Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Still in the lead now after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played.
And how about that for confidence? Going right at the pin here in the midst of their rivalry with Bubba Watson. Love seeing that sort of play.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
The 18th at TPC Sutherland is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Woo, back there, horsey. That's tiny. It's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.